Hi, and welcome to the first Linux is Everywhere video tutorial. In this little tutorial, I'm going to try to show you how to start up an Apache web server and create just a basic HTML page. So let's just get right into it. First, I want to open up I prefer to use the terminal a lot. So I've gone ahead and I've uninstalled my Apache server already, and I wanted to do that so I can show how to actually install an Apache server on a Linux desktop. We're going to keep it simple. I'm not going to have this going to the internet or anything like that. We're just going to have a quick, simple where you can get onto it just from your local computer. Right now I'm typing out the command that would work for an Ubuntu install, which means that in order to install the Apache web server, you would have to type this command, sudo apt-get install apache 2. Quite simple, one-liner, no big deal. Put in your password and answer this one little question: do you want to continue? Yes. And probably within about 30 to 45 seconds we're going to have an Apache server. What an Apache server does is it actually handles websites. It's pretty much the backbone of the internet right now. Apache is found all over the place. So now here we have our servers installed and started, and I am going to go to where the Apache server actually looks for web pages. So right now we have an index.html. So that means that if we go ahead and launch our web browser and we go to http:// localhost, it shows this generic site that says your Apache server is working. So I'm going to minimize that, and I want to actually work with that index.html to kind of show everyone how to create an HTML web page. So I'm actually going into gedit, which is just a text editor, and I went ahead and I brought up that HTML page, and you can see here, I don't like the way they have this, but I like to keep my stuff kind of a little bit more organized. But basically you have your HTML tag, the body of the tag, and then we have a header, which that's how this, if you look at the web page itself, that's how this is bold and big. And then we have just some text that's in between these paragraph tags, and then you end it all with /body and /html. Now I'm going to actually change this up a little bit so that so you can see how easy it is to create an HTML page. First, we're going to add a title. We're going to say this is our web server. We're going to end that with a /title tag, and let's go ahead and just add a little bit more text here and say this is how to create a HTML page, and we're going to end that tag with a /p. Again, so you understand these tags, with every HTML page you have to have these tags. That's what tells the web browser how to read this line. P stands for paragraph, and at the end of each at the end of each paragraph you want to end it with a /p. That says that's the end of it. So we're going to go ahead and save this now, and then we can just minimize and bring up our web browser. Now if I go ahead and just refresh this, Now all of a sudden we see we have a title, and that title is also up here, and it added this line. So that's the basic, simple way on how to start a website. We're going to go ahead and close that. Don't worry about that. And I'll close this too. So I'm going to go ahead and put this up on the Linux is Everywhere blog site, and add a few little notes so that it's easier to follow. But I just wanted to go ahead and give you guys a quick example of how powerful the Linux desktop can be. Thanks.